That guy's got talent coming out of his wazoo. Where is the wazoo? Do you know?
No, I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I toured as a concert pianist for many years, but for me, just playing serious was it wasn't fulfilling enough.
You know, I grew up with a lot of anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me to be able to switch that off and kind of put the spiritual side on and really truly rely on my higher power, you know, it's not easy to do, but it helps me a lot.
The secret is I actually went to Simon Cowell's office and I signed a contract to win the show. It's got nothing to do with votes for me on that particular show. So I ended up signing the contract to win the show. Yeah.
Well, think about it. If you know when you're going to die, it changes like how you live, but not necessarily a good way either.
But is it going to happen anyways?
Yeah, of course. We're all gonna. Well,
so
we're not.
You'd rather blindside you?
Yeah, I'd rather live my life like this is my last day every day.
High Jams Radio.
Welcome to Between the Notes, brought to you by High Jams Radio. It's me, Paisan Kapitan, back on the house, in the mic, in the house, on the mic, whatever it may be. But I'll tell you right now, we're excited to be here. It's going to be another great show for you. We've got amazing guests tonight that you're going to absolutely love. But before we get started, I want to remind you, make sure you hit subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, you got to hit subscribe. It's so important. There's a like button, a subscribe button. You got to hit both of those. It helps us, and it also helps you find out whenever a new show comes out. All right. Are you ready for this show to get started? I know I am, because we're bringing back someone who's no stranger to High Jams Radio. Our guest, over the years, has built a loyal following with his unique blend of hip-hop, pop, and Armenian influences, collaborations with some of the biggest stars. Let me tell you something right now. He's back with us today, and it's a different conversation today. Today, we're going to talk about a new chapter in his life. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about love, faith, and what comes next. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eric Shane.
Oh, thanks, Paisan. How you doing, man?
Good to see you, my man.
You too, brother.
Been way too long.
It's been a long time, yeah. It's been a couple of years, right?
Yeah, more than that. Probably like 3 years, I think.
3 years.
And that's too long. We're friends. You shouldn't have that kind of gap in our friendship.
You're absolutely right, man. You're my brother.
I'm not putting it all on you. Some of that's on me. So it's been a few years, as we discussed. Pretend we're not in the studio right now.
Okay.
If we bumped into each other on the street, what would be the biggest update that you gave me right now in your life?
Man, the biggest update would probably be, man, just living life, enjoying life, and, you know, at peace with myself. And, you know, I'm just living life, man. I'm enjoying it, you know, reaping the fruits, the benefits of, you know, what I've been building for so many years, you know, and just asking you about how you're doing, how's your life, and just trying to, you know, stay on those positive vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. You recently moved to Las Vegas, right?
Yep.
And why Vegas? And how has that transition been compared to your life in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I went to high school in Vegas, so I'm not a stranger to Vegas. I kind of grew up in Vegas as well, between LA and Vegas. So moving back out there for me was I just needed to kind of get away, you know, for a little bit and kind of put the pieces together, kind of focus and meditate on things I need to meditate on and improve my life. And also my creativity, you know, be in my own space, have my own peace out there. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot, you know, there's a lot going on in LA. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it can be a little bit stressful. So for me, it's, you know, just getting out what I'm usually comfortable with. And it's all right, man. Moving away and kind of starting fresh and being able to build myself so that I'm ready. You know what I mean?
So was it the scene you were trying to get away from? Because I know Drew did that and really worked great for him. He's really turned his life around. And not that you were in a similar situation, but, you know, we all have things that we're trying to accomplish in our own lives. He, you know Drew, and he moved out of town and, you know, cleaned himself up, gave his heart to Jesus, and really is doing great. Was it a similar thing with you?
Well, with me, yeah. I mean, I had a lot of challenges that I was facing. I don't really show a lot of the challenges that I was facing. Kind of being there, I think it was more of a family decision. You know, me and my whole family decided, hey, you know, we need some type of change. You know what I mean? It wasn't really trying to get away from the scene. I love the scene. I love being around my friends. It was more like, you know, what can I do for myself? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to kind of focus on the things I need to focus on, especially when it comes to building my career, not just music, but outside of music.
Yeah.
And there was some great work opportunity out there, you know, so for me, it was really just getting to know myself more, you know, because when I'm doing music for so long and I'm, you know, focused on my craft, I don't really get to know me more. Yeah. So it was just for me to get to spend some time with myself and obviously, you know, live that spiritual life that I'm trying to live out there, and it's been good to me. So
that's good. I'm very happy to hear that. Has the move completely like changed your outlook on life or any of your priorities or anything?
Absolutely, man. I mean, when I moved out to Vegas, my priorities completely changed. I'm focused on, just working on my career, which is outside of the music. Working on my career, I got an awesome dog I got to take care of. I got my own place out there, and
nice.
Yeah, man, just being responsible and kind of, just enjoying my life, man. And I have a lot of responsibility today. I have a lot more responsibility today than I had before, but it's good because it helps me to. Times change, For me, I
Sure.
feel like that was a big time change for me that I needed. That I feel like, God was calling me to focus on me. You know what I mean? And to spend time, with myself and get to know myself more. Because I can see how, being so focused on music, trying to put my love out there, now I needed to receive some type of love.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Now, you said you're focusing on something else you're doing, but are you still actively creating music?
I'm actively creating music, but it's more like trial and error for me right now.
Okay.
I'm getting in the studio just to vibe out now. When the business side of things get into music, I don't get to enjoy it as much as I do when I can
hear that a lot
and actually focus on my craft. You know what I mean? And so, it's a trial and error thing. I have been making a lot of different songs. I haven't been putting it out there. I could if I wanted to put out an album today, but I really want to give something to people that can really, hear, like, benefit, or, or not like, totally up to them. But I feel like this is actually, I get to be me. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of collaborations that, of course, that I've been doing, but this is going to be some collaborations, but mainly me.
Got it.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're gonna play one of your songs that is mainly you. It's only you later on the show. I love this song that we're gonna play, but we'll get to that in a second. So, looking back at the great stuff you've done, because you've done a lot of great songs and you work with a lot of amazing people, stuff like Habibi and Dior and your collaborations over the years. Is there a track that you're most proud of today that you can look back and say, you know what, that one didn't even get the recognition it deserved?
Man, I would say, the ultimate me, the song that I really like a lot would probably have to be Still Shane. I really like that song. It's a little bit of a West Coast type of vibe to it. Not a little bit, it's a lot of West Coast vibe, but that's me being a rapper, when it comes to the rapping side, and it's one that I enjoy the most. You know what I'm saying? And I really like it. I can listen to it on, and I don't get tired of it. You know what I mean? So I would say still Shane. That's like at the core of me, I would say. But now it's kind of changed. It's not. Yeah, I'm rapping less, a little bit singing more. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more vibey tunes. I'm kind of working with some, Brazilian type of Brazilian dance hall mix, Armenian mix.
Okay, that sounds cool.
I'm looking forward, man, to releasing some of this stuff. But I'm just diligently working on it. And with all this AI that's out there,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It makes a lot of things difficult.
Yep.
For an artist, but I'm enjoying the creativity side of it. I don't have to focus on the business side for now.
Are you noticing? I noticed one today. No names mentioned. Somebody said I came out with this new song, and they may have written the lyrics and they may have arranged it, but it was clearly AI.
Yeah.
And after a while, you get to know. And because I put songs on the radio, so I can tell when someone's been in the studio or someone AI'd it. And, listen, some of those AI songs are fun to listen to, but it's very hard as a music programmer to put stuff on the radio knowing it wasn't the actual musician.
Exactly. And me, like for me, I write my own music. You know what I'm saying? I write every bar for bar my own music. I like to work on my own production. I don't necessarily play the instruments or, know how to kind of get on there and make my own beats, but I kind of do the executive production on it.
Yeah.
So for me, it just has to sound right. And if it doesn't sound right, I don't really like putting anything out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I've been focused on, man.
Well, last time we spoke, you were really starting to strengthen your faith, and your walk with God was important to you, and you were asking me some deep questions, and I remember my wife and I were praying with you, and you really were getting there. How does that journey with God relate today? Are you still on that path?
Oh, man, yeah. It's easy to think with a negative mentality because I had that for so many years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was, the anger when, I grew up with a lot of anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me to be able to switch that off and kind of put the spiritual side on and really truly rely on my higher power, You know, it's not easy to do, but it helps me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It helps me to stay grounded, you know, like live and let people live. You know what I'm saying? And just focus on what I can control, and the things that I can't control, just let it go. And that's a new concept for me. You know, I haven't really had that concept in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I remember some of your negativity, and I'm not putting you down. I just remember we were constantly telling you, hey, man, spin that, you know, like speak life into that. And it's great to hear that you're, you know,
yeah, because it's like, you know, it's not that I want it to be that way. It's just kind of the upbringing and the stuff that I kind of went through.
We all go through
you know
stuff.
And I feel like the biggest one with losing my brother was probably the biggest one, man. I felt like the world owed me something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, but I can't explain that. You know, my heart goes out to people that have lost something very important in their life. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to live and let live. You know what I'm saying? I got to find my own journey. And for me, I've come to peace with that. You know, I've come to peace with a lot of things in my life. Yeah. Come to peace with family. I've come to peace with friends. I've come to peace with some that are indifferent. Yeah. Come to peace with my higher power. Come to peace with myself. The most important thing was myself. Being at peace with myself was the most important thing. Because, you know, growing up, I mean, I'm at an age now where it's like, man, that stuff was so exhausting, bro. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it's a whole different lifestyle. And, you know, I do thank my higher power for really just showing me, you know, what I need to do. And, you know, that spiritual life, not religion, spiritual life, for me has been tremendous help for me, you know, to keep going forward.
Good. Yeah. And I don't know if your friends are close with Sammy Flash, but did you guys ever discuss, because he lost a brother too, and it was pretty heartbreaking for him. Did you guys ever...
I don't think we talked about that, man, but my heart definitely goes out to him, you know, goes out, you know, my condolences. And I love to connect with him and talk to him about that. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. I don't wish that upon anyone, man. Yeah. You know, sucks.
Has faith, and your, you know, new renowned, you know, strengthening of your faith, has that kind of changed the way you've made music?
Absolutely. Yeah. Because I feel like I don't want to become this idol or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to put that idolatry out there. You feel me? Like if I want to share my music, it has to be something that people can really just vibe to and listen to. But I don't want to spread out things that I feel like might make someone, or even because like that's how rap music is sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be some things where, man, that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to put that out there. So I'm kind of careful of what I put in music. I was never been really the type to like cuss in tracks, you know what I'm saying? But the message also has to be right. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, I don't want it to come from an idol standpoint where I'm, you know, when it comes to this celebrity mindset of like becoming a celebrity, you know, I'm okay with myself today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with being me. So I can put things out there that people can just vibe to and like, man. If they don't like it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But at least I don't want that creativity in me to go down. You know what I'm saying? So I think taking off the business hat and making more creative in a sense where it can be like people can vibe to it and it's positive vibes. Yeah, man, I want to do that. You know?
I like it. I like it. Gives you satisfaction and it helps others too, because it keeps us up too. I love that. Without getting too personal, how's the love life? Are you still searching for the right one, or are you enjoying the freedom of writing your own story?
Yeah, I feel like when I try to force things to happen, they don't really happen the way I would like them to. Yeah. So I feel like me becoming a healthier version of me will bring a healthy person along. Yeah. You know, I don't want a toxic relationship. Yeah. But, you know, I'm working on me, man. And hopefully we'll see, man. I mean, whatever, you know, God has in plan for me. And, you know, by the way, I have to walk the walk. So I'm just focused on, you know, just becoming a better version of me, man. And I feel like when I can do that, then I can see what I'm looking for. But right now, I don't think I'm there yet. Yeah. But I'm working on it.
I understand that. That's you know, when I met my wife, I was in a church service and a guest pastor came out and he said, when I first came to church 30 years ago, I was a mess. My life was this and that. And as I was sitting there in the church, I was a mess. And so I related to what he was saying. And he said, what I did was I started praying, "Dear God, thank you for my wife. I don't know who she is yet, but I know you have the perfect person planned for me. Whenever you think I'm ready for her, put her in front of me." Yeah. And what happened was then he goes, "All right, I want to introduce my wife of 30 years. And he brought her up on stage and I thought it was amazing. So I started praying that. And then literally within 2 or 3 weeks, the lobby of the church got blurry like a Hollywood movie. And there was Elise, my wife, right in the, you know, the spotlight. And it told me That's her. Like, I just knew it. I knew that was her.
Yeah.
So I want you to start saying that prayer.
Yeah. I've been making a list too, man, of all the things I want, that I'm looking for.
Yeah, but no, that doesn't work. You got to make a list of what God wants you to have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the prayer. You got to say, listen, I know you have the right one for me, and you're working on.
I'm going to go home and erase that.
Yeah, cross your list out. It doesn't matter what you want. Of course, he's going to give you the things you want, but at the same time, he's going to, just try that. I'm telling you, it works. You met my wife. She's amazing.
She's awesome.
Yeah. All right, good.
I'm happy for you, man.
Thanks. And for you, I'm happy for you.
Thank you, bro.
When you look ahead 5 years from now, what would make you say, I'm exactly where I want to be?
5 years from now.
Yeah, 10 years from now, whatever. Down the road.
I guess just being happy, man, is the most important thing,
Yeah.
Like when I know deep down inside I'm content with everything that I have in my life.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying that I'm not now, but being at that serenity where you're like, you know what, I'm content where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go through this. I can handle this challenge that's being thrown at me without having to run away.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the ultimate goal for me, to be at a place where I'm at peace with myself.
Yeah.
And I am, but hey, every day is a working day on myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I don't think it comes in material things for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's nice, whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I'm fully content and I can let people be and I can just be myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I know I'm truly like at peace.
Yeah.
I
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And it sounds like you've got so much more peace all over you right now.
Oh, thanks, man.
Man, I'm telling you, we were friends. We hung out a lot. So I know you. Yeah. And I like this version of Eric Shane.
Thank you, brother.
It's really
Appreciate
awesome.
that, man. Yeah, just promote. Now it's more like promoting others and, listen, taking that extra second step and listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be more in people's moments rather than my own, because when I'm in my moment, I'm in more of chaos.
Yeah.
When I'm able to be in someone else's moment, it's more peaceful for me. I can listen better now. So it's I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's all love, bro.
That's wise. Sure. That's wise too, and that's biblical. The more we press in to serve others, the more we get blessed. It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
When we it's like, think about the kid in the candy store. I always tell people, like, God's kind of like your parent at the candy store when you're like, or at the checkout line, your kid's pulling on your shirt. Come on, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have that? And you're just like, stop it. But then if your kid turned to you and said, hey, Dad, I love you, man. I just want to let you know I really appreciate you. You're like, what do you want? What do you want? I got it for you. God's kind of the same way.
And everything is my reaction to things.
Yeah.
It's not really the other person. It's how I react to things. So I want to be able to react in a way where I'm not going to have to make an amends later, because an amends is a big thing for me. Going back and make those amends for things, you know what I'm saying, is huge. And even on the spot, if there's something that, I mess up on, you know what I'm saying, how am I going to make this right? So I want to keep my side of the street clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love you, brother. I love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
You're the best.
Appreciate you.
Man, I missed you.
Miss you too, man.
Woo. All right, let's talk about this music video, I'm Calling You. What's this track about?
Well, this track is about a girl that I was with, a girl that I dated. She kind of inspired this song, kind of brought out a different side of me that, I made it because I felt like, some of the lyrics are cover lyrics on the chorus side, but this is like a deep kind of, I wanted to get into that love space, you know what I'm saying, that affection space. This is I think one of my first only tracks that I've done that is just me.
Yeah.
It's me at my creativity, so it's just a song, like that's really about like my inner emotions when it comes to love, things like that, I don't know if it's love or not, but things like that.
It's a beautiful song though. I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, let's play this song. We'll come back and hang out with you, but before we even do that, we're going to play the song, and then we're going to have a special guest, Kev Orkian. We're going to join him by Jams Cam. He's over in England, and we'll be checking in with him by Jams Cam. You like that? But first, here it is. I'm Calling You, Eric Shane on Between the Notes, High Jams Radio.
I'm calling you with all my goal, my very soul ain't falling through. I'm in need of you. The trust in my faith, my tears and my ways is drowning me, so I cannot always show it, but don't doubt my love. I'm calling you With all my gold, my very soul ain't falling through. I'm in need of you. The trust in my faith, my tears and my ways is drowning me so. I cannot always show it, but don't doubt my love. Yeah, I treat you proper, double G, Chanel, Prada. Anything that you want, you get on my dollar. No radio show, but you my number one caller. I don't need no substitutes, my team is one starter. You, and only you. Used to be a dream and you really came true. When you said you'd be there, girl, you really came through. You're the wind that I just can't lose. Like the wind to myself, girl, you get me dry. A real angel, that's probably why you so fly. Look in my eyes, tell the truth, baby, don't lie. If I buy the ties for you, is you down to ride? What if I told you it's gonna get worse before it gets better? Would you still be by my side? And if I couldn't sing a song to you, would you still say I'm a star in your eyes? I'm calling you. With all my gold, my very soul ain't falling through. I'm in need of you. The trust in my faith, my tears and my ways is drowning me so. I cannot always show it, but don't doubt my love. No, baby, I won't lie. I'ma tell you how it is in my mind. They me so beautiful, I take pride in calling you mine. Give you all of my time, I ain't worried about the money I spent. Got me feeling like $1,000,000 grand. If you in my arms, baby, you in good hands. I know I'm a risk, but baby, take a chance, yeah. Every time we distant, I need you close. But even when we close, girl, I need you closer. Scrolling through the gram, I see every girl post. She the only one that I need on the poster. Yeah, my flex isn't biceps, it's that shorty wanna when she read my text. I know I said I never love again, but you make me wanna call you again and again. I'm calling you. With all my gold, my very soul ain't falling through. I'm in need of you. The trust in my faith, my tears and my ways is drowning me so. I cannot always show it, but don't doubt my love. I'm calling you. With all my gold, my very soul ain't falling through. I'm in need of you. The trust in my faith, my tears and my ways is drowning me so. I cannot always show it, but don't doubt my love.
Los Angeles, there's a BMW dealership every 10 miles in all directions. But even though there seems to be a lot of choices, don't you be mistaken. There's only one BMW dealership that truly gives their customers an exceptional experience. Bob Smith BMW in Calabasas. At Bob Smith BMW, we pride ourselves in the one experience, where you'll be treated to one person from start to finish during your purchase. No more back and forth negotiations or passing you off to another office. You see, we value your time at Bob Smith BMW, and we appreciate the opportunity to help you place a beautiful premium vehicle in your driveway. Like I said, there's a lot of places you can buy a BMW, but there's only one that offers the one experience that respects you and your car buying experience. Bob Smith BMW, 24500 Calabasas Road, Calabasas, California. Open 7 days a week and can be found at bobsmithbmw.com. Bob Smith BMW.
High Jams. Welcome back to Between the Notes, brought to you by High Jams Radio. My name is Paisan Kapitan, and we are here, and we are excited, and we want to remind you to listen to High Jams Radio. Eric listens to High Jam Radio.
I do.
We are on iHeart. Okay, so some people get confused. I thought this is High Jam. No. This is a podcast like stemmed from High Jam. So what happens is you listen to your favorite music on High Jams Radio 24-hour stream, and then you go to the podcast to meet the stars, like Eric Shane, that we play on iHeart. All right, so does that help you out a little bit? Let me make it easy for you. Download the app. High Jams app is available in the App Store or the Google Play Store. Click on Listen if you want to hear the music. Click on Watch if you want to see this. It's that easy. All right, let's welcome back Armenian rapper, singer, producer, Eric Shane.
Yo.
My man. Well, listen, man, it's really, I was telling you during that break there, it's very refreshing seeing where you're at. It makes me really happy to see that you're doing well, that things are, coming into place for you, and I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. And then we have another guest that's going to join us by Jams Cam from England in just a moment. Before we get to him, though, I got one more question for you. If you could sit down with Eric Shane from 10 years ago, what advice would you give him today?
Easy does it.
Easy does it?
Easy does it. Take it easy. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow of life and enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And, I want to thank you, man, Paisan, for really just being there for all the different artists that come through here, man, and really promoting, man. And, all the artists that are coming in after, the artists that have been here before, you do a really great job. And you've sacrificed a lot of yourself, man, to do things like this, do the podcast and stuff. So, I'm always going to support you. I know you've supported me throughout the years.
Yeah.
But I just want to say I appreciate you, man. Thank you for everything you do for the community. Thank you everything that you do for our people. And man, it's been awesome, man. It's been such a journey with you.
I appreciate you saying that, man. And I have a genuine love for you and a genuine love for the people that come, and I love the Armenian culture. So it's easy for me because when I met my wife, my beautiful Armenian wife. Some of you might not know I'm Italian. So when I met my wife, I've met her family and said, "This is home. This is just like being in an Italian family."
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have brought me in and welcomed me. And
so you're Arm-Italian.
I'm Armo-Italian.
There
yes.
you go. Yeah, I feel it, bro.
I love it. Thank you for saying that, man. It makes me feel good. And we'll stick around because we're going to talk to you some more. But first, our next guest is joining us from England via Jams Cam. He's a world-class entertainer whose career has blended music, comedy, acting, and storytelling on stages from all around the globe. From classical piano to sold-out theaters and television appearances, he's become one of the most recognizable Armenian performers in the international entertainment world. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kev Orkian.
Mate, that's probably one of the best introductions I've ever had.
Well, nothing said there was a lie, my friend. You've got a great career, and we're very appreciative of you taking the time to talk to us.
God bless you. Thank you.
Now, listen, when you're back in the States, you got to come in the studio because this cruise ship video is not working for me.
Definitely. I'm there, my brother. I'm probably coming back in August and probably coming back in October, so I'll come and see you, definitely.
And are you having a cigar there like I do every day? There you go. We're going to get along just fine. Well, Kev, you built a career that combines music and comedy and acting and, live performance. Was there a moment when you realized you didn't have to choose just one lane?
Yeah. That was from a very young age, actually, because I started playing the piano first, but I also did a lot of comedy in school. I was a joke teller all the time. I was a clown. So I did that. And then when I finished graduating from Performing Arts Academy, I actually went into the West End first. So I ended up playing the lead in a musical. Then I ended up actually singing and dancing and acting and comedy and everything else. So there was a lot of stuff that I did first. But once that all kind of became a career, and I realized actually that 10 years in the West End in musicals like Buddy Holly, Grease, Boogie Nights, Happy Days, Annie, Miss Saigon, all those kind of, not Miss Saigon, I never did Miss Saigon, sorry, I was thinking about this.
But I do love that show.
It's a great show, yeah. Annie, I did quite a few different ones. And then I just realized I wanted to be on stage on my own. So then that's when I started pursuing a career as a stand-up comedian and a concert pianist.
And by the way, you obviously you started as a serious classical pianist, but how did that journey evolve into becoming one of the best-known comedy pianists?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I toured as a concert pianist for many years, but for me, just playing serious it wasn't fulfilling enough. It really wasn't. Yeah. And I needed to do more. So I went to the Sydney Opera House. I was doing a repertoire of Beethoven and Mozart. And I looked at the audience when I announced that I was going to play Moonlight Sonata. And I looked at them as if it was going to be a boring piece of music and I was going to sleep. And everyone started laughing. And that's where it took off.
Your Armenian heritage has always been a part of your story. How much of your family's journey has influenced your work or your sense of humor?
Mother and father are both Armenian. They both kind of injected the passion and the love for Armenia. I ended up going when I was 13 years old. I came back and something happened to me then. And then I didn't go back again till I was much older. And in 2018, I went to Armenia and I did a documentary called Armenia Uncovered. And that movie had over 1 million hits on Amazon. And from there, my passion for our people, my country, my heritage, and everything that I believe is beautiful about my country, I had to show the world. So I ended up doing the documentary. I went back and I climbed Mount Ararat 4 years later, and I did a second documentary. And since then, I with the help of Armenia Fund, I actually build orphanages. I was only there 2 weeks ago actually, building a new orphanage for Armenian children and building a cultural center as well. So I work a lot in Armenia now. I do a lot of philanthropy work there.
That is awesome. Excellent. I love it. And a lot of people that maybe are not familiar with you are hearing that accent and saying, what do you mean Armenia? He sounds like he's from Great Britain.
I am from Great Britain, born and raised, but my first language is Armenian. My second language is English. Third language is Turkish, because I learned it from my mum and dad to make sure I knew that I could speak the enemy's language once in a while.
I love it. Excellent. And you're on a cruise ship right now?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think we're static at the moment, but we should be sailing shortly.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Well, really appreciate you taking the time with us. So you've performed for audiences ranging, obviously from comedy clubs to royalty. What's been the most surreal, how did I end up here moment in your career?
When I performed for King Charles, where I ended up going to Windsor Castle. And I ended up doing a show for him. Wow. And after the show, he came and shook my hand and he said, I've got to be honest with you. He said, there's only one word for you. And he said, genius. So I've always used that quote for some of my shows.
That's incredible. Congratulations for that. Wow. We also recently had on members of the cast of Winter Song on our show. And obviously you were in the movie and you played Kev Orkian, which is, very creative titling. How did you become involved in that project? What was it like working on a movie that, had that deep Armenian roots to it?
For me, it was a friend who recommended me called Nonna, and she said, you've got to do this movie. You play a great character, comedy character. I said, no problem. So I went to Armenia. I filmed for 4 days, and I was the in the rom-com, to be honest with you. I was the only comedic character in the entire film.
It was awesome. I loved your part. I loved the movie. When someone recommended me watching it, I was thinking it was going to be, like a sappy Hallmark kind of thing. Nothing wrong with the Hallmark movies, but, still, it was very well done. And it really made me want to get back to Armenia.
Oh, bless you, brother. Well, that's what it was all about. That's why we were doing it.
Yeah. Before Britain's Got Talent, you had pretty much already built the start of a pretty successful career. Did that show change your life, or did it just introduce you to a wider audience?
Just introduced me to a wider audience. The secret is I actually went to Simon Cowell's office and I signed a contract to win the show. It's got nothing to do with votes for me on that particular show. So I ended up signing the contract to win the show. Yeah, I went there, and before the finals, he gave me another contract, and I refused to sign it because it meant I would give away nearly 86% of everything I earned to 86% of everything I earned for 6 years, and I decided to decline it. And then basically, as soon as I walked on to the semi-finals, he buzzed me to tell me to get off. So that was that.
Wow. That's a crazy story. That I never heard that part of the story.
Yeah, and you probably won't ever hear that again.
Wow. Somehow I have a feeling I'm going to read this in the tabloids. Comedy's changing rapidly. What separates a great live entertainer from someone who's simply tripping over virals?
I think for me, comedy is about being real, being truthful, and actually just saying it as it is. And if people don't like it, tough. But at the end of the day, if we have to start bowing down to wokeism, if we have to start bowing down to people's insecurities, then for me, that's not comedy. That's just someone fearing how to be real. Comedy is about breaking barriers. Comedy is about saying what is and people debating about it. That's what comedy really is. And so the likes of Ricky Gervais and other great comics like him, kind of breaking the barriers down on being truthful, saying it as it is, and letting people decide whether it's racist or whether it's not. It's their choice.
Kev, I never met you before, but I thought I would like you, and I really do. You're saying exactly what I think. You've traveled all over the world, and do audiences laugh at the same thing everywhere, or does every country kind of have their own comedy language?
Everyone has their own comedy language. Me personally, I've toured 148 countries. So I actually look at different countries, look at different humor, look at the different kind of intentions of what people are. So what a joke that I might do in England, I wouldn't do in America unless I change the language, I change the concept. And the same thing for South Africa, same thing for Armenia, same thing for Australia. So you have to adopt your comedy to the different people, the different kind of acceptance and cultures and whatnot. So any joke that I do in Armenia, I have to think about it 3 times, because over there they'll just keep tutting and being really disappointed in you. And that's the last thing you want.
What's the biggest challenge you've overcome that most people in our audience probably never know you dealt with?
I think it's personal challenges, things that are away from the actual stage. So when you're on stage and this has happened to me many times, but, you know, anxiety, depression, things like that, which people don't realize that everyone suffers with. I personally, I have a very positive outlook of life, but that's not always the case, particularly when you're traveling around, you're dealing with family issues, you're dealing with personal issues, and it can be very, very difficult. So when you're on stage, the show must go on. So you're dealing with an audience, you're being funny, you're doing what you need to do. But then you get off stage and it's the highs and the lows of actually how you have to deal with life. So there are many times when I've done a show, I've got a great response from the audience, and then I get in my car and I'm bawling my eyes out when I'm driving home thinking, oh my God, I've still got to deal with this and that and this and that, whatever. So it can be very difficult. So what you perceive on stage, excuse me, is never really what is the real person off stage.
What's next for Kev Orkian? Any new projects, performances, any dreams you're still chasing? What's up?
So my performances are, at the moment, I'm still touring the world. I'm releasing a piano album, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm also opening up a TV studios in where I am in England. So I'm doing quite a few big projects like that. And then I'm going back to Armenia to do some more philanthropy work in Gyumri. So I'm doing so much stuff, bro. I could probably reel off about 50 things that I'm doing, but everything's to do with making people smile, making people laugh, and bringing some kind of a legacy to the world before I leave it one day.
I love it. And that was going to be my next question, was when you look back at your life, or maybe 30 to 50 years from now, people say things about Kev Orkian. What do you want them to focus on the most? Is it Kev the musician, Kev the actor, or Kevin the person himself?
Person himself. I'd like to be known for the person who pursued a career in making people smile and laugh and taking them away to a place where there were no problems, there were no grief. It was just all about having a good time, good experience, good fun, and just reliving that every time they think of me.
Yeah, I love it, Kev. Hey, you have been a joy in people's lives for so many years. I hope that inside of you have that joy as well, and it stays strong. Thanks for doing all the great things you do for the communities, for the orphanages, for people as a whole. You're a great man, and it's an honor to have you on the show. And listen, we're going to play some of your talents right now. I want to show people you in action. But I'm going to say goodbye to you now. I know you're on a cruise ship and you're getting ready to pull out. So we'll see you when you come to town in August, all right?
Absolutely. It'll be a pleasure and an honor. But only if you share a cigar with me.
100%. Sounds good, my brother. Thank you so much. Kev Orkian right there. Let's check him out right now. Take a look at him right here in action.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Let me introduce myself properly. He introduced me as Kev Orkian. That's not my real name. My real name is Kev Orkian. Yes, funny, huh? You can call me Kev. And I come from Armenia, from a very small town called Arskrak. And you know this place? Oh, it's wonderful. I used to live in that hole, but I moved, and too many immigrants. And I come to the USA and very happy to be here because the owner, Harry, he invite me because he originally from in Armenia, you know, in the local broth bar. And he get very excited and he said, come, do something in the Laugh Factory in Las Vegas. And I am here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very excited. Now, the thing is, I come because I play the piano. Would you like to hear some piano music? Okay. Now, I'm going to do this for you. This is not mine, by the way. This crappy keyboard was... no, it's crap. It was... no, it's crap. I classical penis, and they give me this crap to play. And... it's your language. I'm just trying to speak it. This is crap, and they give it this to me. No, shut up, listen. And they give that. Please don't clap too much and laugh and everything because the police are looking for me. You know, I need to do this quickly. I do this now. They give me this because I have a very big one. You know, and you dirty cow. But like kumbaya, my lord, going all red. Look at that. But. No, listen. They are keeping my grand piano, my very big grand piano. They are keeping in the Las Vegas airport. They are not letting into this country. So, unfortunately, my mother and father could also not be here tonight. Anyway, no, please. Listen, I'm gonna do a piece for you on the piano. I'm gonna do this for you because a lot of people say to me, they say, Kev, do you really play with your instrument? And the truth is, I do every day. So I'm gonna do this piece of music, but I'm gonna make mistakes so that you know I don't fake it, you know? Piece with mistakes. Bogey. Olha. There you go. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Please sit down. You know, I have to tell you, when I come here tonight to do this show, you know, Harry, he said to me, Kev, he said, you really need to play some pop tonight, you know, do something pop. Classical, not very good. Do pop. I said, I don't do pop, you know, because it's funny about pop. You like in pop. I said, I don't do, you know, because I classically trained on the piano. He said, no, learn something pop and play it for the audience tonight. I said, well, I don't do it, so please help me. He said, no problem. He said, who's your favorite singist? I said, oh, Elton John. Yeah, because I'm a very big Elton John fanny. So he said to me, he said, do something from him. I said, I don't know nothing, you know, I never played with him. So he said to me, don't worry. I said, huh? He said to me, don't worry. He said, I have the Elton John album. I give you the album, you take the CD, listen, copy something. So he gave it to me to die, you know? So I take the scratchy CD, and a very scratchy CD. I put it on, I listen, I copy exactly. The way he sing, the way he play, everything. So I'm gonna be playing with myself for you tonight. A beautiful song by Elton John called I'm Still Standing.
No, you're not.
I am now, silly cow. Elton John, I'm Still Standing. The CD version, scratchy CD version. You can never know what it's like. Blood like a winter fist, it's just like ice, and there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. One up in the wreck, you hide behind that mask you use. Did you think this fool could never win? Did you think this fool could never win? Did you think this fool could never win? Did you think this fool could look at me? I'm coming back again, I got a taste for love. Simple way, if you need to know why I'm still standing, breath away. Don't you know? I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the beep. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the beep. I'm still standing. Thank you. There you go. You like? Thank you so much. Oh, you're wonderful. Please sit down. You know, I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I have privilege of being in this country because I escaped Armenia originally, you know, to avoid prosecution. I'm sorry. My sisters, they escape prostitution, you know, and then they come to Vegas and make a lot of money. Now, the thing is, I come, and I have to tell you, it's wonderful to be amongst you wonderful people. And I've had the privilege of touring with some wonderful people in my time. And I did tour with a wonderful musician called Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis, do you know him? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he said to me once, please don't clap by yourself, it's stupid. And he said to me, Kev, you should always do some boogie-woogie. Some rock and roll, and you should get the crowd going, you know? I said, why? He said, because that way they're gonna clap hand, go wild and crazy. So when they leave happy. So even if you do a crap show, it doesn't matter. Now, I don't know why he told me this. But tonight, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna finish off by doing some boogie-woogie. You know, I only have like 8 minutes, so I need to do this quick before the police find, you know? So I'm gonna do this for you, and I hope you enjoy it. I don't, by the way, I don't have any CDs or DVDs for sale. No, I don't. But Harry, he's put me up in the hotel here. You know, I have a nice room. So if anybody needs a nice plasma television or some towels, let me know. You've been fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a real pleasure for you to see me. By the way, I don't do encores. I'm finishing this, I'm going, that's it. No, seriously. Because I've been left behind these curtains far too many times, you know, waiting for you people to go more. Crap, I'm going home. You've been fantastic. Shut up, I'm starting. You've been fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for that. I'm gonna slap her. Slap her now. You've been fantastic. Look after yourselves. I love you very much. Good night. I've been Kev Orkian. Take care. I go very fast. Stop clapping. Good night.
In Los Angeles, it seems like there's a meat market on every corner. How do you choose a good one? How do you know who has the best quality meat, safe and nourishing for your family? I'm here to tell you to get all your beef, pork, chicken, and lamb at Hike's Kebab House. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, Hike's Kebab is your one-stop shop for all your barbecue. At Hike's, they sell high-quality meat from places like Harris Ranch, Japanese and Australian Wagyu, and they specialize in delicious kebabs. Hike cuts the beef in-house. They are a true butcher shop with an amazing selection of lamb, imported and domestic, plus an incredible selection of pork cut, including Berkshire Heritage and Iberica pork from Spain. Hike's Kebab House, located at 12912 Van Owen Street in North Hollywood, California. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Get your meat today at Hike's Kebab House.
High Jams.
Welcome back to Between the Notes, brought to you by High Jams Radio. It is me, Paisan. Once again, I haven't left yet. I'm still right here. All right. Man, what a fun time we're having on the show tonight. I hope you're enjoying it at home. Welcome back, the gifted and talented Eric Shane.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, you and Kev Orkian, what a perfect group of guests we had right here on the show tonight. I mean, awesome. Two talented guys.
Yeah, he's really funny, man. I saw him in Vegas. He's great.
Yeah. I mean, that guy's got talent coming out of his wazoo. Where is the wazoo? Do you know?
No, I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
Well, yeah, thank you, Kev, coming at us from JamsCam, and what a great, talented guy. He'll be back here in August, and he's going to come in the studio and hang out with us, so good stuff. Eric Shane, let me ask you, before we get to the rapid-fire bonus round, which is a little thing we do on the show that freaks all the guests out. We're going to ask you quick questions. You have to give us quick answers. Before we get to that, you notice when I was talking to Kev, he was talking about some of the things that people don't realize entertainers go through is forms of depression, and you know, they've got their own series of problems. You know, we have problems at home and as regular people, right? But I was going to say, you know, you mentioned earlier you had some anger issues and other things you were going through. He mentioned that he had depression that he was going through. Is this a common theme, you think, among a lot of the performers you know?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, different artists struggle with different things. Yeah, so I struggle with my stuff, man. I mean, you know, I like to go to the things that, you know, help me out, which is, you know, I pray about it. You know what I'm saying? I pray about the things that I'm struggling with. You know, I used to bottle in a lot of emotions, you know, hold it in. Now I like to, hey, man, you might not like this, but I like to write it down and kind of journal that stuff out and see what I'm writing down. And, you know, even in the music, you know, so I'll write some of it in the music, maybe go back and restart again. But the most important thing for me, I feel like, you know, yeah, I mean, like, it's been great with my family, you know, spending time with my family. So I try to avoid negative energy, you know what I'm saying? And I try to be in the moment, you know, especially when it comes to family, friends, be more in their moment rather than mine.
Yeah, but because we talked about that earlier, but when it comes up, when you have, because we're humans, things happen. You get into that place again where you start feeling this negativity come in, this anger issue come in. What do?
Man, I just ask myself, can I control it? And if I can't control it, then I just got to let it go. You know, I just got to pray about it and let it go.
Well, that's good. That's good. Because a person told me a long time ago, I was offended about something. Man, that offends me. And not some cheesy, like wild, you know, woke offense. I mean, I was offended by something somebody did. And they said, take yourself out of the equation and see if you're still offended. Think about that. Think about that. You're really upset about something. Take yourself out of it. Is it still upsetting? Most of the time it's not, which means it's all about your narcissistic, you know, situation that you're in. It's you, you know, so you just got to back out.
It's the reaction. A lot of that is in the reaction.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like if I don't react to things, they don't bother me as much as if I were to react or I were to sit and really simmer and think about it. You know what I'm saying? Let it rent space in my head.
Yeah.
You know, today I don't do that. Today I don't let things rent space in my head because I can't control it.
Yeah.
So I just let it go.
Yeah.
But if I hold on to it, you know, there's repercussions.
We have this, not all of you, but me and a lot of the people, we have this thing where we react with emotion. You got to take a breath. Use your ears. That's why you have two of them more than your mouth.
Mm-hmm. They say take the cotton balls out of your ears and put it in your mouth. talk less and listen more, you know?
I love that. Yeah. Awesome. Let's do the rapid fire bonus round. We're going to ask you a couple quick questions. You're going to give me quick answers, and then we're going to wrap it up. You ready?
I think so.
All right. What's more dangerous, fame, money, or loneliness?
Depends. Like, is it a lot of money or is it? Well, you know what? I mean, the love of money. I don't think money is a problem. I think if I'm obsessed with money, then I think that's the biggest one because, you know, I've seen people with a lot of it and they're still not happy. You know what I'm saying? Fame really depends what kind of fame, but I think the love of money.
Yeah,
the love of money is the deep issue.
I'm with you. What's one thing you miss about the old Eric Shane?
That you know, I still have the drive, but I wish I still had that everyday get up, grind drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm still driven, but I'm saying I pause more now. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is good.
It's a wisdom thing.
But yeah, I mean, I was really making music hardcore for 7 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And I was just on go, go, go. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to get back into that, start putting out some more music and, working more hard at it. But that's the business side of things. Sometimes I want to be able to differentiate both. I want to get involved in the business side of things. You know what I mean? I want to make it more about the love of the art.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm telling you, I've got a couple of assistants and stuff like that, but I can't wait till I have a full team because I need it. I want you to think about this question now. If God handed you a note right now telling you exactly what the rest of your future looks like, would you read it?
Yeah. I think anyone would.
Yeah? I don't know. Think about that. You're gonna know exactly what the future brings.
But what's gonna happen if I don't read it? You know what I'm saying?
Then you're going to live life without stressing about it. What if the future has some bumps that make you nervous? Because we all have peaks and valleys. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to read it.
No, because I feel like there's maybe some stuff that I would want to know. You know what I mean? Stuff that I would want to find out, so I don't have to waste my time.
That's true.
Trying to approach things.
That's true. You go a different angle that way.
Exactly. So I feel like if I know what's going to happen, I think I can relax more.
Yeah, that's true. I can see both sides of that.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely read it. Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to know when I'm going to die.
Okay. That might come from anxiety, though.
What do you mean?
Just a little bit of anxiety. I feel like.
Well, think about it. If you know when you're going to die, it changes like how you live, but not necessarily a good way either.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably a fear of mine before.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a fear for me now.
No, it's not a fear of mine either.
Okay.
To know that that's going to happen.
Yeah, I got you.
But knowing how or when, that is something that would freak me out.
But is it going to happen anyways?
Yeah, of course. We're all gonna. Well,
so
we're not.
You'd rather blindside you.
Yeah, I'd rather live my life like this is my last day every day.
So you wouldn't read the note?
Yeah, I don't think I'd read the note.
If you can take yourself out of the equation.
The rapid fire bonus round is backfiring. My guest is using everything against me right now.
I'm just curious. I want to know how your brain works, man. I'm just saying, like, if you can take yourself out of the equation, but obviously you're in the equation, so that wouldn't work. But I feel where you're coming from when you're saying that is because, maybe you might live it differently.
Yeah.
If you know what's going to happen in the outcome, maybe I might live it differently. Yeah. Right? But maybe it's going to be different. I don't think I'm going to live the same if I find out how and when.
Yeah, of course not. Nobody would. But that's the point. I think what you need to do is live your life like it's your last day on earth every day.
Hey, I'm not promised tomorrow.
Right. 100%.
I'm not promised tomorrow, and I just got to enjoy today and take it for what it is. And that's how I live now.
How many people, you in Vegas, what is it, Allegiant Stadium?
Yeah.
How many people in that stadium?
Over 35,000, 40,000.
Okay. So 2 stadiums of Allegiance full of people die every night. Okay. So every morning every night they go to bed, they thought they were going to have tomorrow. 2 stadiums worth of people on this earth don't wake up. I'm not trying to get dark. Sorry, this home. But my point is, if that's the case, if that many people, have this, I didn't know it was coming moment, then we should live every day like.
Well, at least they know that they didn't die at Allegiant Stadium. I feel like if you knew you died at Allegiant Stadium.
If you're a Raiders fan, you die at Allegiant Stadium.
You know what I mean? So, but what percentage of that is compared to the world? You know what I mean?
No, it's. I understand that. It's still minimal in the comparison.
I like this. Yeah.
All right. You know what? I don't smoke marijuana, but it sounds like we should. So we can really analyze this. Don't do that at home or anywhere else. Okay. Last one here. Finish this sentence. The best decision I ever made was?
Boundaries. Having boundaries.
Nice.
People, places, and things.
Yeah. Locking it down.
Yeah.
All right, good. Hey, your answer is your answer. I like it.
I feel like having boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Like that way I can focus on me has probably been the best decision I've ever made because it's tough, man. Like I try to be there for others, you know what I'm saying? And like, try to be there in the community and try to care about the people that are around me, being that problem solver sometimes, it's good that I'm able to set those boundaries so I can focus on what is Shane happy with? You know what I'm saying? How can I be happy, right? And it's creating those boundaries where if it's not that important, I don't need to focus on these things. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't control them. So I feel like boundaries brought me a lot of serenity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good. That's very good.
That was probably the best decision I made, other than giving my life to God. But that's the number one, right? But that's already sealed, done. But I feel like now in this chapter in my life, that's what it is, you know?
I love it. Yeah. I love it. It's been so amazing having you back on the show.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been
and I'm so glad to see things piecing back together in your life, and you're really starting to turn a corner, and you find happiness, and obviously it's always a work in progress for you, for me, for everybody. Yeah. But I'm proud to see what you're doing, and I'm really excited to watch you continue to level up.
Yeah, I wish that for you, and I wish that for everyone, man, that everyone finds their peace. You know what I mean? And, I wish that on everyone, man. You know, it's just like we're all on this floating rock just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? So I really wish good upon everybody.
Good. I like that. So before you go, I want to pray for you and Kevin. Kev Orkian, who was with us earlier. And is there anything specific, or you want me to just hit you?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Let's do this. Thank you, Father God, for my brother, Eric Shane. Thank you for Kev Orkian. Two amazing, talented, incredible performers, artists, and human beings. Thank you for their gifts and talents and all that they do for their communities. I want to thank you for the work you're doing inside them. And for anyone at home also who might be dealing with anger issues, depression issues, any kind of health challenges, I'm praying for you too. Thank you, Father God, that you've got Shane, Kev, right in the palm of your hand, ready to bless them, ready to continue to look over their health, their peace, their prosperity, anything else they're dealing with, pull it away. Take it out of their lives. Anything that doesn't belong, that you don't want, take it away. So they can live a long, happy life before they come hang out with you, Jesus. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. Thanks, brother.
Boom.
Appreciate that, man.
Great to see you, man.
You too, bro.
Thanks for coming on the show. We'll do this again very, very soon, because I know that you're going to have something big to announce soon. I feel it.
Well, God willing.
God willing. And when I come to Vegas, because the Dolphins are playing the Raiders in September, you better come with me to the game.
Okay, let's do it.
I know you're probably not a Dolphin fan. No one is. But you got to come with me.
For you, brother.
I appreciate it. Even if you're just sitting there playing on your phone, just knowing that you're there.
I'll be in the moment.
All right, good. Thanks. Eric Shane, ladies and gentlemen. Kev Orkian, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, hit subscribe, hit like. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll be back next week with another round of Between the Notes, High Jams Radio.
High Jams Radio.